live. Here in Texas, we've got barbed wire fences like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time, the barbed wire fences will be the borderline for the Texas properties, but not always. And sometimes those fences, if there was one at one time to show, the border of the property, then what happens is over time, maybe that fence had fallen down and it's no longer there. So what they'll do is, they will come and they'll paint, and it's these lines almost all the way around, but mainly on the edge of the border where you can look over there and you can see. Now, they will leave the posts sometimes, but most of the time in Texas that I've noticed it was usually just on the tree. And a purple, pretty wide mark with I guess most of the time they must use spray paint, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And, I forget how I learned about it. It's been years ago, but I never thought about bringing it up until Amanda mentioned it tonight. And I'm like, that's something we definitely need to discuss here on here. Be sure and look out for it, because it could be something different in different states.
Yeah, definitely check your state.
The first time I noticed one, I thought it was markers from, when they go in and they lay those pipelines or they're doing surveying. I thought it was a surveying thing. And, a lot of times they mark that like with little flags and orange tags and stuff like that. But then later I started noticing the purple, and I was like, what is that? And then I don't remember how I found out, but it was a couple of years ago. It hadn't been all that long ago, but I know at least a couple of years ago when I found that out. So, it's something you definitely want to be aware of, because in Texas, you don't want to get shot.
Yeah. I mean, I brought it up to somebody else, and they're a hunter, and they're like, well, yeah. And I was like, well, okay, I hunt coins, I hunt bottles, I hunt dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hunt animals, and I don't have problems with people who do or anything like that. But obviously, they're out there more.
It's more commonly, for hunters, people trespassing that are shooting and using guns. But, it's just something to be aware of, especially if you are detecting a property and you have permission to be there. But be sure you know those boundary lines, those property lines, before you go.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of that too, you might still have permission to be somewhere, and you never know. Obviously make sure you're checking in with the property owner, because they might allow hunters. So I know if I was still getting out Monday through Friday, I'd be wearing orange. Saturday's orange, and then Sunday, in Maine, it's illegal to hunt. But I mean, I still broke out my orange vest. Just, I'd rather be safe. So it's hunting season. You want to be safe. I mean, I get it. Some people are like, I'm wearing camouflage while I'm out there detecting. I'm like, nah, with my luck, So metal detectors get shot in the woods in Maine.
It's really true, because I've been on property before where I was detecting, and one time near the property line where it was definitely somebody else, and I know that for a fact that there was not any hunters allowed on the property, but I found bullet, and then I found there was a dead hog there. It had been shot. And I know that it was shot from the neighbors, which was still a good distance. So I don't know if they were trespassing on the property or what to kill this hog. And then I did find a deer skull in the woods as well with a bullet hole in it. So I don't know if it was people trespassing or if the neighbor shooting, with a powerful gun. But what if you were on that property, a neighbor, and you're not wearing that stuff, a vest or something bright, and they mistake you, or they're, see some movement and decide to shoot across the way onto another property, just thinking it's an animal or a hog or who knows. So wearing your camo isn't always the best, especially during hunting season, unless you are hunting. But that kind of hunting, you know what I mean?
Not dirt hunting.
Not dirt fishing.
Dirt fishing, yep.
So anyway, I know we rattled through a lot of that pretty quick.
Yeah. And it's also with the darkness and with the cold and with it being near mid-November. I did start taking I still use my MX7, and I did put batteries in the Sport because I did pull that out this year. I will be taking my batteries out of my backup detectors. And I mean, obviously, if I travel south or we get 60 degrees in December again, and I need a backup, I'll throw the batteries back in. But best to just take them out now than having them bust in the machine and then have to spend the time to clean it out. And yeah, that's never fun. So.
Right. Yeah, that's the lucky thing about here in Texas. I don't have to really winterize most of my stuff or take the batteries out because I get to lucky enough that the weather we might have some bad weather spells here, but usually I get plenty of time, like for instance today, not that I could get out because I was sick. I've been sick, but if I could have, it would have been a perfect day. I think it got as high as 76 here. I think it was. Let me double check on that. I think that's what I saw earlier. But man, oh man, it's high of 72. But still, you get the picture. Perfect weather, and it was sunny. It was rainy the first portion of this morning, but most of the time.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we need you to get better. Definitely keep drinking that fire water and know that's not alcohol.
So Amanda gave me the recipe earlier to an Amish recipe for. Well, you can tell them. And so I made some. Go ahead and tell them what it is.
It's basically a cold and flu, not a hot toddy because it's got no alcohol in it. It's apple cider vinegar, water, salt, and cayenne pepper. And you basically boil it all up, and you have a spoonful throughout the day, all day, and by the end of the day, you're supposed to feel better. I mean, the amount of people that were like, this actually worked, I'm like, yes. So this weekend I went out and I purchased some apple cider vinegar, and then I talked to Gypsy and I'm like, oh my gosh, you sound awful. I'm so sorry you're sick. How about you try this? I hear it works, and I've got all the stuff to make it myself. So
I made some earlier after she told me that, and I've been sipping ever so often. I haven't taken a sip while we're on. It is spicy with the cayenne in it, I will say. It's definitely a little fiery going down. But already it seems to be helping break up some of that phlegm, so that's good. Really good. So anyway.
I just saw John, FLX Detectorist, said it looks like there's some good Black Friday detector deals. And
there's some great deals going on right now. And if anyone's interested at the Digger's Den, just pop me a message. We've got some deals as well, but we will beat anyone's deal. So just give me a message if there's a certain detector you're looking for. Let me write my email address in here. But there's some specials out right now But if there's a certain package like you're looking for or anything like that, we'd be happy to beat anyone's deal. I'm going to type in so let me know. I know a lot of people, the Manicore is pretty hot right now. If you're looking to upgrade or anything, the XP, we sell that as well. Whatever you're looking for, hit me up and I'll be glad to help.
I saw Brian's actually carrying smelters now, so I'm like,
yes. Yeah, we've got so many cool things. If you're looking into getting magnet fishing, do the smeltering. I mean, we can help you get all your Christmas or holiday shopping and get you a great price. And if you're not finding what on our website, we can just about get you anything. So just shoot me a message.
Yeah, I've got a good list going. I had carbon fiber shaft. I've now added the smelter to my list. My electrolysis broke, and I need to just make a new one. But I couldn't find the alligator clips anywhere that were the same size I had prior. I don't know. So I'm like, so that's on hold, but I'm like, I really electrolysis, and then I've added a couple more reference books to my, I'm like, AKA what I buy myself for Christmas. And the Blue 3 Nemo is still on my list, so I'm gonna keep an eye out on that type of deal too.
Yeah, we've got those as well.
Though I did talk to someone who was like, "Yep, I did something you probably shouldn't have with that. I wasn't paying attention, and I was down there. My buddy was on shore, and I started the battery started to run out or whatnot, and he had weights on, and I guess it was a panicky moment. Ended up having to toss the weights off, and yep." So I'm like, well, I got to make sure if I do end up getting one of those, I do go with a friend. Because you know me, I like to, I'm going out. It's just me, myself, and I. And then there would be another story. Oh, this crazy diver drowned in the river because she wasn't paying attention. Then going, ooh, a bottle. Ooh, a bottle. Ooh, a doll. Ooh, another gun from the river. Because I have an excellent sight, but that it would be great to do with the Nemo.
Yeah, and there's not just the Nemo. There's the step up from that now, right?
Yes.
The what is it called? The Nomad? I can't remember.
Someone, John mentioned display cases, but no, I don't have enough room to put display cases anymore. And thankfully, this is something I should bring up too. A lot of my finds, except for some of my mudlarking finds, a lot of my finds go back to the property owners. So
yeah, they go back to the owners. Right.
Yeah, the display cases, I mean, yes, I'll grab the Riker cases to put the finds in to give back to the property owners. And then the remainder, I don't know, my niece got an eye on a lot of the stuff, and she's like, I would like that and that and that and that. And then, people have hunts, and I send a lot of stuff to. But
yes,
I did.
She did. She sent some bottles to my hunt as well.
Yeah.
So appreciate it.
Yeah. I did see, I think there's been 2 more break-ins for detectorists who have lost stuff.
Oh, no.
And then I know a friend of ours who caught someone looking into their home. They called
in Maine?
Nope, just a little bit further south. Saw the post, I think, a week ago. They were up, restless, couldn't sleep, and spotted a camera when they were sitting reading. They looked out their window, and there was a GoPro. Yep. Yep. So
wow.
I'm like, so I'm kind of glad I give a lot of it a lot of the stuff back to the property owners. I'm like, good luck. There's really not much